Good morning, everyone. I wanted to share a pretty personal story today about my fertility journey, which, while it's personal, I think it's also really important to share and understand why I'm so passionate about the work I do with helping women have healthy pregnancies and healthy births. So our fertility journey definitely was, it was a bumpy one. It was not a bed of roses. So here's how it went. In November of 2016, we stopped being careful, if you get what I mean. And we figured that we would get pregnant pretty immediately because everyone kind of assumes that and really hopes for the best and hopes that that's what's going to happen. But then my period came, which was fine. We were laid back at that point. We didn't care. But then by March, we were actively trying. So from November to March, we were not doing things that would prevent pregnancy, but still wasn't getting pregnant. So by March, when I was really getting attached to the idea of starting to get pregnant, it was starting to hurt a little bit to get my period. So period came in March, April, May, and then by June and July, something worse happened. I actually didn't get my period at all, which if you know anything about female reproductive health, that's way worse. And that says a lot about your health. It's a really big red flag. So if you've been there, if you have, it's like that moment you start feeling the cramping, there's that like deep feeling of sadness and hurt, and if you're anything like me, you kind of feel like a failure, even though you've not really failed anyone, but it still feels that way. And you start wondering if this is ever going to happen for you. You start wondering what your options are. And it's a quiet battle that you fight because we don't talk about it to a lot of people, and even if we do, usually we don't express how deeply it can hurt. So it's something that we talk a lot with our patients about how much that can hurt, because I think it's important to get that out. So in August, I had a big shift in my life, and I realized I'm not getting my period. Why am I not getting my period? So I need to start working on getting healthy first. So I had all my focus on getting pregnant, and I was forgetting about how important it was to be healthy in order to get pregnant. Being a healthy woman is what leads to having a healthy pregnancy, and healthy pregnancies lead to healthy babies. So I realized that I needed to shift my focus. So starting in August, I sat down and did a lot of things to really focus on getting my health on track. The first thing was very convenient. In our office, we did the scans to see how my nervous system was adapting to stress. So I'll show you what that first scan looks like at the beginning of August. So again, this is when I wasn't having my period. So this is my scan. If you guys can see it, I circled it for you. So my marker showed up here deep down in the red. And that was a really, really big wake-up call, because when I have patients who are down in that region, I tell them their nervous system is basically in crisis mode. It's always in fight or flight response. And when I saw that for myself, that was a big wake-up call. I realized, no wonder I'm not getting pregnant. Even though I'm doing a ton of other things right, no wonder I'm not getting pregnant. And honestly, thank goodness I didn't get pregnant, because if I had, would I have even been able to keep the baby to term? Would I have had a healthy pregnancy, or would it have been very challenging? Would my baby have been healthy? I don't know, but all I know is once I saw that scan, I said, I've got to focus on my health. Thank goodness I didn't get pregnant with my scans looking like this. So we did all the things that I will discuss during our nest workshop, which I'll talk about in a second. And then after just a couple weeks, so I finally got a period in August, which was annoying because no one likes a period, but at the same time it was really awesome because I needed it, and that was confirmation that my body was again starting to get back on track health-wise and kind of starting to get ready to get pregnant again. And then, so this is my scan just a couple weeks later. You can see now I'm maybe not quite in the green, but kissing the green right there, which is a good place to be. So, and guess what? A week later, we got pregnant. So it was a really great testament to how accurate the scans can be about an indicator of your health, and then how much of a change all the things that we implemented made to just make such a quick, big turnaround in my health. So during our nest workshop, which I told you we would touch on here, we're going to talk about the 2 key things that keep you from getting pregnancy. So it's either too much of something or too little of other things. So do you have deficiencies or do you have too much of stressors in your life? And we're going to talk about what those stressors are, what those deficiencies are, and then what are some things that you can be doing to improve those in your life so that they're not keeping you from full health, which could be keeping you from getting pregnant or having a healthy full-term pregnancy. So our nest workshop will be on February 25th at 6 p.m. We'll have dinner at Tizone. It'll be super delicious. I will post the link below. Seating is super limited, so you'll want to make sure that you reserve your seat as soon as possible. And I also encourage you, for the women who are watching, your partners are not off the hook here when it comes to your fertility. We will also be talking about how your partners can improve their health in order to boost fertility for themselves, which obviously also affects you and your future baby. So I encourage you to bring your partner with you. We have a really good buy one, get one half off sale going right now just through the end of the week, so make sure you save your spot ASAP. So if you guys have any questions, post them below or you can PM us and we would be happy to help. So looking forward to seeing you on the 25th. Bye guys.